Well, Jack Cook, a very warm welcome to Woking Football Club.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you here signing on for us. Who is Jack Cook? Tell us about yourself.
How long have you got?
As long as you need. Where do you come from?
I've come from London originally. Now working for Nike. Started playing football at Charlton Athletic when I was younger. I had 2 years there. Then sort of decided to focus on my studies and take that a bit more seriously. Playing football locally still, but also focusing on studies, and then went to Brighton University about 4 years ago. Studied a business and economics course, but also carried on playing part-time for Worthing, which is just around the corner, and then finished up there and started taking it seriously again. Joined Hampton last year, now at a much bigger club at Woking.
So was that the attraction, the fact that you consider it a much bigger club, or were you following Douse? Or
it's a mixture of both. If you see the stand here, you see the club. Douse has shown me around. It's got a feel of a big club. I enjoyed my time at Hampton very much, but a lot of that was down to playing under Douse and Ian and Martin as well, and some of the lads that have also joined as well. So I think it's the size and stature of the club, but also the management that I was with last year know how they play, style of play, their ambition. So that was a big factor. So
you said when you were younger, you decided to take your studies more seriously. What were you playing? Just school football then, or were you? Is that when you were part of Charlton?
So I was at Charlton when I was much younger.
Oh, okay.
So when I was sort of going into secondary school, and that didn't last long, unfortunately. Would have liked it to have lasted as long as possible, but that was cut short. And then sort of when I was at secondary school, took studies more seriously when I realised professional football probably wasn't the route that many people get to take.
Sure.
Some good advice from my parents probably. But yeah, now take it as seriously as possible and just try and do my best for every club I play for.
And you said you're now working for Nike. What are you doing for them?
Yeah, I work in the football brand team, so part of the marketing department. So get to play football part time, work within football full time. So it's not too bad. It's worked out quite well.
And you've actually got a job that is related to your degree, which is fairly unusual these days.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, good. And what about Jack Cook, the player? Where do you play?
Centre back.
Right.
6'5". I'd love to play elsewhere, but I think centre back is definitely my favourite position.
And do you get rid of the ball, or do you like playing out of defence and getting your passes in?
I mean, I like playing to whatever style the manager goes with. I think I see myself pretty adaptable. If a manager wants to get out from the back, then I am able to do that. But Douse plays a certain way. I'm used to what he's playing last year. It was successful, so just want to be a part of a successful team rather than working on the style of play or the way I play. I'm happy to play whichever way the manager plays, and confident to play that style of play.
And what would you say was your best attribute as a player? Don't be modest.
Well, to be honest, I'm 6'5". You'd think it was my heading, but it's actually not. I need to work on that quite a bit. I think my reading of the game's quite good. Me and Charlie had a great partnership last year, covering, reading balls that were going to go over the top, etc. So I say it's reading of the game. I'm relatively quick as well, so I can get out of situations that I sometimes shouldn't find myself in. But I'd definitely say it's reading of the game and my pace as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you had a bit of pace, so you've answered that for me already.
I think it's just stride length more than pace. It's momentum.
And we should have talked a little bit more about Worthing earlier on, but you were playing for Worthing while you were at university, is that correct?
Yes, yeah. So studying full time in Brighton and also playing.
Because you played quite a lot of games for them, didn't you?
I had sort of inconsistent seasons. I played a full year, then did my internship in Amsterdam with Nike, so missed out on a year, and then came back at not the start of the season, and then had to finish a bit earlier because of work as well. So I played a lot of games over the course of 3 years, but not had a consistent season.
Right.
But I owe them a lot. They treated me very well, and I enjoyed playing for that club.
Great. And you've just mentioned was this a sort of gap year within your course?
Yes, yeah.
An internship in Amsterdam?
Sandwich course, yeah.
Yes.
So I spent a year in Amsterdam working for Nike doing an internship, yeah. So it was a great experience. Probably took a year out of me playing football as well, which isn't the best, but I had a very different experience and managed to get me a job back at Nike in the London office. So.
And how much Dutch did you learn?
I'm not going to say any because very limited. Everyone speaks English, so I was lucky enough.
Absolutely. And Do you think you've still got a lot of growth and development as a player in you?
I thought you were going to say height, and no, I definitely do. Coming to these sort of facilities and stadiums and these sort of clubs, you always want to grow from what you did last year. Their ambition is to get promoted and then do well in the league above. So definitely need to grow as a player. Just want a consistent season. Start well from pre-season. Know the players, get to know them, get to know the management and the way they play, and then just kick on from there.
Well, you've got a head start over some of the lads, haven't you? Because you know half the players and you certainly know the management.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. But we had a very good season defensively last year, and I know the majority of players that Daz wants to bring across are in those positions. So once we get some exciting strikers in the mix, then we should be a fairly good force going forward.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Many thanks for your time this evening. It's great to meet you, and once again, a very warm welcome to Working Football Club.
Thank you very much.